This is Redemption, an actual play podcast set in the Star Wars role-playing game system, with Chris Burlew as the GM and also the droid R3A1.
So, the other ship's broke. How are we going to get it off planet?
Kendall Jung as the Twi'lek former Padawan, Karel.
When we should know something that endangers the ship, we should be talking about things.
Michael Waldschlager II as the Duros pilot, TAZI.
In orbit is technically off RODIA, and that's where we need to be.
And Nathan Robinson as the Nautilin gunner, KAIO.
Things didn't explode. That's pretty sneaky for us.
Episode 209, A Wanted Man. Attempting to leave RODIA behind, the crew was intercepted by an HK droid who demanded they turn over KAIO or he would kill them. Of course, they resisted and managed to kick the hunter-droid loose, but not before TAZI's father escaped the ship and found himself in unfriendly hands. Now the crew needs to play Follow the Duros on a trail back through RODIA's not-so-friendly jungle.
You pretty much can tell that Hixa and Essek have left on the speeder.
But who was taking who?
I mean, who's got the worst end of the deal? And camera shifts over. I need a new windshield. I have an idea, but I don't think it'll make KAIO happy.
Just use a body panel for now. We've got some spares of those.
But okay, it'll block your view.
It's one panel. I still have the rest of the windshield.
Okay, he goes and gets an extra one, and then he, for some reason, decides to stand on his head and do it, and it's beautiful, beautiful work. While he's up there, he even cleans the windshield, gets it nice and clean. He rolled a triumph and 2 successes. So he fixes the crap out of that. So there's the crashed fire spray and the signs of a speeder leaving. What would you like to do?
You know, one time I would really like our enemies not to be able to just walk up from an entire explosion and be like, oh, I'm going to run away. Could they just, like, die?
Well, we're not going to be able to keep up with the speeder. We can try and get on comms. TAZI, we lost them. There seems to be a speeder.
I mean, did we actually even have them in the first place, though?
Do you want to make this call?
I'm just asking. It's not, it's a thing.
I'm on the phone.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Do you see a speeder anywhere nearby? It was heading towards town.
It may or may not have your dad on it.
Yeah, there's nobody here except a dead smashed droid.
Give us a second. We'll check the sensors. A1, can you run a sweep?
I can follow their heat signature. They went towards town. They're in the jungle somewhere.
What direction? Send the coordinates down to Karel's comm.
Yeah, I only want one direction.
Okay. Turn around a little bit. There. Walk that way.
We're not going to catch them on foot. Fly after them.
TAZI, could you please move? Where do you want me to go? I don't know, but Karel wants me to fly after them.
Okay.
I did not say that.
Okay.
No, actually, you did say that.
All right, we'll get on the signature here. Let's go.
You can follow him back towards town. I mean, it's from the air. It's going to be hard to see him because, well, there's a jungle, and they're in a speeder.
But we do have their heat signature.
Correct.
So we can use that to track them.
Yep. You going to pick the other 2 up, or we're going to just leave them here?
We'll pick them up.
Okay.
So the Krallitz's Fang swoops down above the crashed fire spray, and the ramp drops, and
Karel grabs KAIO and jumps up into the ship.
All right, you're on the ship.
TAZI pushes the throttle forward and moves to try and catch up with the speeder.
Okay. You know that you're not going to be able to land or really get a good shot off at them because they're in the jungle, and they're going to end up in the city before you guys could actually try to do anything. And, trying to fire into the city would probably not be a good idea. So, you'd have to land and try to chase them down that way.
Or TAZI could pull down low and they could take the speeder off the loading ramp.
Oh, yep. Could do that too.
Side question.
Sure.
We're still on RODIA?
Yeah.
Why are the Rodian police not after us right now?
They're on the way.
Okay.
You can see ships heading that direction because there's been a firefight.
Why don't one of us take the speeder down and follow? Because those guys are not going to be friendly.
Probably a wise idea.
All right. You wanna go again, Crow?
Why don't you guys grab the speeder?
All right.
You guys grab the speeder, and I'll keep the Krallitz's Fang in the air, and I'll deal with the cops.
Okay. Keep sending us your sensor findings so we can track them.
A1 will route the sensor data to the speeder.
All right, let's go.
You're not trying to do anything fancy, so driving is just plain. I mean, there's nothing crazy that's going to be. Just do one.
Do I need to make a piloting roll to be able to go low enough to get the speeder off without the speeder getting damaged?
I'm going to say it's going to be 2. Throw in a black die just because it's a jungle.
And I will negate a black die because Tazi is such a good pilot.
I forgot about that.
I have 4 successes and 1 threat.
Okay. You get it close enough to the ground where the ship can try to dispense the speeder without damaging anything.
I would say the threat is probably we almost run into a tree and roll a black die with your roll.
We have success and 2 threats.
Okay.
2 successes and 2 threats.
All right. Perfect.
So we bang it up a little bit.
Yeah, you bang it up a touch, and you're on the ground. So you guys are following the direction that the speeder went with Hixa and Essek.
And Tazi's going to take the ship, actually turn around and head back toward the crash site, near the wreck, but not on top of the wreck.
A1 looks at you. So the ship, do we get to claim the rights?
I don't know if it works that way on RODIA, buddy.
Maybe I should go down there and claim it. For us, I mean.
I don't know that they'll let you claim it as a droid. Again, it all depends on the...
I could claim it in your name.
I guess let's just wait for the authorities to show up in this particular case. RODIA already doesn't like us. We don't need to make this worse.
Okay. They get there pretty quick. And, I mean, they surround you with, we'll say 3 ships that obviously have heavy guns.
Mm-hmm.
And you get a communication that comes over.
Please stand down.
Standing down, sir.
Please report what has occurred here.
Yes, sir. We were trying to leave RODIA, and we were entering into orbit when we were attacked by this the vessel that's impacted into the ground here below us. We were able to hit them with an ion cannon shot and disable their ship.
Please follow us back to Capital while we investigate this.
Of course. Just out of curiosity, do we have any rights over the wreckage of the ship?
Possibly.
Very good. If so, I'd like to make that claim.
Very well.
Thank you. We'll follow you back.
All right. And one of the ships leads and the other 2 follow behind you.
Tazi falls into pattern.
Obviously, they're in a pattern that says if you do something wrong, they're going to just open fire.
Tazi will do nothing wrong.
Basically, they fly you back to the spaceport. You land pretty close to where you were.
And we're back.
Yep.
Star swipe over to the speeder. Yep. Leaning like that doesn't get you anywhere.
No, I know, but it's more fun that way.
It's not a speeder bike.
It's fine.
It's much like the Endor scenes, but slower and less dangerous. Just as many trees, but less wild, speedy turns.
You guys just make a group perception. All right. Group perception, just 2.
5 successes.
You know that obviously the speeder they're in can travel a little bit faster than yours, so you're not going to ever overtake them. You guys follow through the jungle.
I'm going to attempt to use mechanics to boost the engine.
Okay.
What is my difficulty for boosting the engine?
We're going to start off with 3, but I'm going to flip one of these destiny points from dark to light, so upgrade one of those.
1 success.
Okay. You boost him. He did have a little bit of a lead, though, so...
Yeah, so we can keep a pace.
Yep. You get into the city, and you find the speeder's been ditched in an alley.
Is there anybody in this alley?
Nobody that you can see. It's a trashy, dirty alley.
I'm going to go check their speeder.
Okay.
First thing I do is check to see if there's a bomb in it.
Okay. Roll a perception check. Just make it hard.
So that is a failure with a triumph.
Okay. There's no bomb. We'll say the triumph means there's no bomb. But you don't find anything that jumps out at you that is really important to you. So you don't find like a registration for another ship on here or any clues that would lead you in where they went.
They're gone. I don't know where they went.
Time to bring out the hunting skills.
See what you can do. I'm going to get in the speeder and try and start it.
Okay.
Because, hey, free speeder.
Yep. It starts up.
All right. Hey, free speeder.
Well, that's kind of useful, actually. I'm literally trying to hunt them now.
Okay. It would be a perception check. Make it, just go hard again. 3.
1 advantage.
Okay. Your thought would pop up, okay, he was Black Sun. They probably went somewhere where the Black Sun would be holed up right now.
Well, I'm not exactly positive of where they went, but most likely that droid that was, ripping apart our ship, he's a member of the Black Sun. Most likely went to probably a Black Sun safety house or something.
So you know him. He
I didn't say
he certainly seemed to know you.
What's the definition of no?
He wanted you.
Well, I mean, who doesn't? You know what I'm saying?
He wanted you, and he was willing to kill the rest of us for you.
Well, I mean,
So,
you know.
and you know he's Black Sun, so, so what's going on?
Nothing's going on.
Did you make a deception
I had to
check
make a
there?
deception check.
Yes. What's your perception?
So you need a red and 3 purples.
Good luck.
I'm going to get really better at lying.
Oh my god, that is so bad.
Oh, it's not. I now have 2 advantages, so you don't hate me for lying to you outright.
Banthakark, you're not telling us something.
I'm not telling you everything, but that's not the point.
That's fair. However, as you and TAZI both pointed out, when we should know something that endangers the ship, we should be talking about things.
It's not really. I mean, you know. So endangering the ship. I was a little surprised that you know he showed up. I mean, it's a little crazy.
Is there a bounty out for you?
I didn't think so.
So
I haven't checked lately, I guess. I mean, I thought I was dead too. Should have stayed away from the camera. I knew it was a bad choice.
I'll deal with you later.
I'll deal with you later.
I have something. No, I'll come back to that. Get on the comm. TAZI, you there?
Right here, waiting for the authorities to ask us some questions. We just had to land at the spaceport.
Which port are
Again.
you on? We'll meet you there. We've lost the trail.
We're in Dock 12.
All right, we'll be there in a few minutes.
A few minutes passes.
I'll
you
drive
go?
my new speeder.
Okay. You can drive the old one?
Right, the old.
All right. You guys get there. And we'll swipe over to the ship while they're driving. And your favorite captain approaches the ship.
Tazi gives kind of a sheepish wave.
You again?
This really wasn't our fault.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
We were trying to actually leave your wonderful planet, you know, and make sure we could get away cleanly. That's not the way I wanted to say that. Make sure we could leave without incident, I'll put it that way. And as we were reaching orbit, we actually got attacked by this what looked like a droid, some kind of I think a bounty hunter of some kind. And he attached himself to our ship. He was trying to break in our windscreen on the cockpit, and we got a lucky shot off with an ion cannon and knocked the ship out of the sky. That's basically where we're at. I would like to claim rights on the wreckage.
Of course. It's just, I don't even want to deal with you. Just give me access to your ship's computers.
Feel free.
And he walks in. And he smacks A1 on the back of the dome and says,
Plug in.
A1 goes, okay.
You don't have to get rough with him.
I know.
A1's what do you want me to show you? And he goes,
Just show me the camera feed from when you were trying to take off.
and basically A1 plays a replay of, you looking confused as Hiska points at his foot, you guys discussing if the landing gear's down. It's not. Then all of a sudden, bam, he's on the ship. Captain Avon, basically, after watching all that, just says,
Here's the deal.
I don't care what you do with the ship. This ship, that ship. Just get yourselves off my planet.
Happy to oblige.
Goodbye.
And he not storms away, but walks away pretty much like, you're a nuisance, get away from me. And then A1 looks at you, so the other ship's broke. How are we going to get it off planet?
We don't have to get the ship off planet. We're just going to salvage what we can from the ship and leave it to them to clean up. They already don't like us. Leaving a piece of wreckage behind isn't going to change that.
Okay.
Unless we can try and sell. We can maybe sell the wreckage to somebody here.
A junker?
Maybe. Make some credits off it. But let's go. Let's grab us. Well, we'll wait for them to get back with a speeder, and we'll head back out there, salvage what we can, and
Okay. What should we do now?
KAIO and Corell are on their way back to the ship, so we'll wait for them to get here. Shouldn't be long.
Okay. And you notice A1 is looking at the video of the fight with Hiska, and make a perception check. Make an average perception check.
4 successes and a threat.
Okay. You notice the video as you guys are waiting. You kind of watch A1, and you notice he changes the video. He changes the video to where he's the one that knocks Hiska off the ship, and he's the one that shoots the other ship out. He's basically doctoring the footage to make himself look like the hero.
TAZI does not mind.
And then we swipe over to KAIO and Corell driving up in separate speeders. And you're back at the ship. TAZI, are you in the cockpit or are you waiting outside?
Tazi's in the cockpit.
Okay. You notice 2 speeders pull up. One of them you recognize, the other one you don't.
KAIO, just give the code and drop the ramp.
Tazi drops the cargo bay ramp.
All right. Did they get your dad?
No, but we got another speeder somehow. Guess we'll find out how.
So we pull in.
Yep.
Tazi walks back from the cockpit with A1.
A1 looks around. So where is he?
Where's he?
The
My dad?
Yeah.
We lost him.
Yeah. It's
They ditched this perfectly good speeder that does not have a bomb on it and ran off into the street.
side note. Did you check to see if that had a tracking device on it?
No, I did not.
Super.
A1, could you scan it?
Wasn't too worried about it because
Sure.
they know where we are.
Did they?
Hello, the police escorted Tazi. It's not like, he was being all sneaky.
Wasn't he?
We found him.
Things didn't explode. That's pretty sneaky for us.
A1 goes, yep, found one.
Can you disable it?
Yeah.
Do so.
Will you disable it?
Yeah. He rolls over, takes one of his little arms out, grabs onto something, wiggles it a little bit, and whips it out. And then walks over and drops it in Tazi's hand. All right, there you go.
I can see the light. It's still transmitting.
That's actually not a bad thing. Can we track this back? Can we basically
Reverse track it?
reverse track it, use the transmission from the tracking device to try and find out where it's...
I don't think we can find out how they're tracking it, but what we can do is use it to set a trap.
Okay, I'm game. What do you want the trap to be?
Well, we could send you out with it and follow you quietly until they come for you, and then we take them out.
I'll take it.
Well, here's the thing. I got salvage rights on the crash.
Oh, we might as well
job.
just go out and do that then.
Well, the captain just really wants us off planet, so he just said yes, so
I
we'd
want
leave.
to leave.
Yeah, we won't. I told him we were trying to leave. He didn't seem too impressed by it. So here's the thing. Let's take both speeders. We'll lock up the ship. Take both speeders with the tracking device out to the ship. They'll track us back to the ship anyway. They might even try to go back there to begin with. We'll be there ready for them. And plus, we might get some goodies off the ship.
I would suggest either you or A1 stay here, though, in case somebody comes.
A1.
What?
You can hang out here.
Keep the ship spooled up, ready on comms to intercept us at the wreck.
And don't let anyone except for us on board, unless you'll get in trouble.
Don't.
Nope, don't do that either. Just never let anyone on board.
Don't we want to take the ship? I mean,
There's nowhere to land the ship there.
But we could haul stuff back.
There's
We use the
nowhere to.
speeders.
Yeah, there's nowhere to land the ship.
Okay. I mean, what if we just haul the ship back here?
With what?
Our ship.
How?
We don't have a tractor beam.
Big cables.
We're going to drag it through Rodia's forest. Yeah, because that will make them really
Well,
love us.
Look,
I don't know.
Okay, look at it
Just
this
trying
way.
to think of things
We-
that
we
don't
hit it-
separate us. Because
We hit it with an ion cannon, then it crashed. It's probably in okay shape. We just need to do some repairs.
How about
That'll at least get it in the air. So we'll take the speeder out and go do that.
Okay. But I don't think it's smart for us to separate because he could kill us if we're one-on-one.
All right, I'll tell you what. You and I will take the Kralitz Fang. These guys will take the speeders back. We'll keep the Kralitz Fang hovering above the site
Okay.
as a safety precaution.
Okay. I like that idea better.
All right,
Okay,
guys, back in the speeders.
All right. You're in the speeders.
head back to the crash site.
As KAIO's pulling his speeder out, I kind of toss the tracking device in next to him
Okay.
into the cabin of the speeder.
Okay. You guys make it to the crash site.
Tazi brings the Kralitz Fang into a hovering position near the wreck.
Okay. You're hovering over the wreck. You guys get the speeders there.
Hey, A1, just keep the sensor sweeps going. We need to make sure that we catch anybody trying to approach the wreck.
Okay. We'll do. And he plugs in and starts doing that.
Girl pulls up in front of the wreck, grabs her toolkit, and goes inside.
Okay.
I just start pilfering. I'll try to find anything.
Don't take anything that's important to the ship flying
I
yet.
won't do that.
Let me at least see if I can get it running.
Okay. You're going to find roughly a week's worth of food, which is kind of odd because there was 2 droids on here. And there's in the cargo hold, I mean, the fire spray doesn't have a huge cargo hold, but it's
Right.
got one. It's got set up a couple of nice little prison cells.
2.
2.
Oh, good.
And you find in the cargo bay as well as several tools and stuff, obviously, to repair himself.
Right.
Because Hixo is a droid, so that's what he would do. But you don't find much else on here. You find a data pad that's just got a list of bounties.
My name's on it, obviously.
You see the ones that are listed on the Bounty Hunters Guild, but you don't see your name. But you can also only get into the basic bounty hunter stuff. If you want to try to get anything else, you'd have to try to slice in.
How difficult would it be?
It's based on his, so I say red and 2 purples.
I'll give it a well, no, I won't. just in case I lock it
Let
out.
the experts try.
I know.
So looking at the ship systems, I mean, I know it's fried, but it's taken a lot of impact damage. So I'm going to first try and see what I can do to just do damage control. See
Okay.
if I can get the systems up and running.
Okay.
How hard is it going to be?
3.
All right, I get 2 successes and a threat.
Okay.
So basically, they would get 3 strain back.
Okay.
I suggest that the threat is that we can get the ship airborne, but the ship cannot leave the planet. It does not have enough power
Fair
to.
enough. That works for me. So it takes a few hours to go through that.
Walk over to KAIO and then pull up comms so TAZI can hear too. I think I've got the ship running, but the hyperdrive, I'm pretty sure it landed on it or something landed on it when they crashed because there's a very large dent in it. It needs to be completely replaced, but we can get it, transatmospheric flight.
Well, I don't know that we need to keep the ship. I'm sure we could sell it to a junker here on planet for a decent amount of money.
Okay.
As long as we let's if we can get the ship operating, let's grab its data logs and grab everything we can out of the computer before we wipe it and sell it.
All right, I'll do so.
Can one of you check to see if the ship is actually registered to the Black Sun or registered to a Black Sun associate? Because that could cause bigger problems for us.
Probably computers are secured same as the data pad.
Yep.
So I'm going to try and slice into the computers to see if I can get what I can get. I'm mainly looking for ownership information, which actually should be really easy. But yeah, flight records, logs, that kind of thing.
You did
That is a triumph.
it. Actually, success, triumph.
I succeeded with a triumph.
Okay. What you get right off the bat, it's called the cloak. It just lists as a general transport until you start digging deeper, and then you find that it's got several other aliases. But currently, it's just broadcasting as the cloak, just a general merchandising ship.
Okay. Does it list an owner?
There's several listed, several aliases.
Okay.
He's done a good job of, hey, I'm going to go here. I'm going to use this alias. I'm going to go over to this planet. I'm going to use that alias. So
I'm going to copy down all those aliases and see if I can. I'm going to make another computers check to see if I can duplicate some of those identities for our own use later.
Okay.
Would that just be.
Same roll.
And I can't.
Okay.
Nothing.
Okay.
So it's a complete wash.
All right.
So I'm going to I'll have to fiddle with it later.
All right.
KAIO, ship is yours. Can you get it up?
Yeah, I can do that. What's the difficulty?
You're just trying to fly it from point A to point B, right? So it's just easy.
I would say a black die because it's a little still damaged.
Super success. Success and an advantage. 2 successes and an advantage.
All right. You guys fly it back to the spaceport.
See? I'm not always just shooty McBang bang.
TAZI follows, obviously, in the Krallitz's Fang,
Yep.
making sure the ship doesn't drop out of the sky. And I'll land at the next closest docking spot of the spaceport.
You guys can find one side by side. We'll
Okay.
keep it easy.
Once we land, TAZI will try and start looking up junkers.
Okay. You'll be able to find one. They're not hard to find.
TAZI gets on the comm to the
Okay.
other ship, obviously. Corell, were you able to wipe the data and wipe the system clean?
Not yet. I wanted to wait till we landed and shut everything down.
All right, very good. If we can get that going, that'll help us get this off our hands.
All right.
I'm gonna make a copy of the data, and then I'm gonna basically erase and reset all settings.
Okay. Computers check again. Same one.
Yeah, success with a threat.
Okay.
I'm gonna say the threat actually is that there was. Well, I won't know this, will I? But there was a tracking program that is located on a subsector that I didn't find.
Okay.
And it's still broadcasting the location of the ship. So.
All right. You successfully erase the memory and get information off of there.
Okay.
And you have a fire spray now.
All right. I head back towards the Krallitz's Fang.
All right. A1 looks at TAZI. So, do you want me to go negotiate for the sale of that other ship?
Sure, buddy. You have a good time with that.
You sure that's
All
a
right.
good idea?
Get the best price you can.
All right. We'll do. He goes off and... All right. He comes back, let's say, half hour later. I got 40,000
40,000 what?
credits.
Okay. No, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
TAZI, what do you want to do? I mean, your dad's here, but the Black Sun is after KAIO, even though he won't tell us about it. So, and
Well-
the Rodians want us gone. I mean, we can stay and try and find your dad if you want.
I don't know that we can stay any longer. Captain made it pretty clear he wants us off planet, and I hesitate to say if he finds us on planet, if he continues to find us on planet, we're not going to be able to leave of our own free will. I'll put it that way.
If you want, I will stay and look for him.
No.
And then you can come back in a few days.
At this point,
I know you're having a hard time with your dad, but he is your dad. So if you want...
he's my dad, but he's the choices he's made in his life are his, and at this point, I don't know what else to do at this point for him. I can't ask you guys to stay here and risk imprisonment on this. And then TAZI looks around this planet. We've spent more than enough time here. I guess it just helps to know he's alive, and I'm sure I can track him down again in the future. But at least he didn't kill anybody.
True.
And
he's not being remote controlled by the Night Sisters.
I don't know. I hate to leave him out there like that, but we can't stay here anymore. We have to leave RODIA.
All right.
Oh, you know what? I have an idea. TAZI looks in the local registry for the Bounty Hunters Guild to find another bounty hunter on RODIA.
Okay.
Looking for a reputable bounty hunter on planet.
Okay. You find Braxis Kessler. He has an office, and you find a cheesy commercial.
All right, well, this is my guy. TAZI keys up his comm code.
Hello, Braxis Kessler, bounty hunter for hire. What can I do for you?
Braxis, this is Ensign TAZI. I need...
Pleasure to meet you, Ensign. What can I do for you?
Thank you. Just call me TAZI.
TAZI, it is.
I need you to come out to the spaceport, meet us on Dock 13.
And what would I be doing there?
I've got a job I need to talk to you about in person.
All right. My going rate is $200 a day.
We'll discuss that as well.
All right. I shall be there shortly.
Thank you.
You have a wonderful day, sir.
You too. Well, that was pleasant. So, since we can't stay here, I'll hire him to basically keep track, see if he turns up somewhere on RODIA again. I'm sure there's not a ton of Duros on planet.
He does stick out like a big sore gray thumb.
And if he's still got a little of that crazy going on, I'm sure he won't be too quiet too long.
No. The other thing I'm worried about is KAIO. That droid wanted him bad. They wanted him more than the people on Lost Bane. And I don't think paying him 250 credits is going to do it.
I mean, I don't know what we can do. We can't force KAIO to tell us about his sordid past. I mean, we know some of it's going to be really greasy and dirty, but...
Well, as you pointed out to me, and rightly so, I freely admit that, when your past affects us now, it's better to talk about it in advance.
Well, I think we certainly have a case for that at this point.
Well, maybe we should have some sort of intervention for him.
Let's just talk to him. Let's not go so intervention far. Let's just have a conversation.
I don't want to push him, but I think we kind of need to know. I mean, it's not like I'm asking about Ayla Sakura, because I'm pretty sure something happened there.
No,
she actually mumbled his name when she was asleep. There's something.
Anyway. We'll talk with him and see what he's willing to tell us. Again, I hate to push the guy. Obviously, he's done a lot for both of us already, and we can do something for him to help him out, but he's got to come to that. We can't push it on him.
Then where do we go from here?
Well, we
have to leave.
Well, let's get into orbit. Let me talk to this bounty hunter. We'll get into orbit. We'll talk to him there.
All right.
In orbit is technically off RODIA, and that's where we need to be. So
let me see if I can get another piece of glass for the window.
That's fine. I think
I'll work on that.
I don't think the captain can begrudge us fixing our windscreen before we leave planet.
I'll deal with that.
All right. We swipe over. What is KAIO doing on the other ship?
So basically, KAIO is trying to figure out the connection between the droid and the Black Sun that he knows.
Okay. There's lots of Black Sun markings in here.
No, well, I mean, okay. I'm going to try to use like Underworld to see if I can't get use the symbols to see like maybe orders or...
Okay. Yeah, roll Underworld. We'll make it average. Because he's not hiding a lot of this stuff.
Because it's his ship and he didn't expect to have it fall out of the sky.
That too.
Success.
Okay.
1 success. That's it.
You know, within the Black Sun, there are certain, lack of a better term, not heads of households, but heads of certain areas.
Right.
Almost like generals.
Right.
You find one that really rings a bell with you, and you know that he feels you owe him a leg.
Okay. Cool.
So you can kind of put 2 and 2 together and go, crap, that guy's still not happy.
He's still unhappy, and he thought I was dead, I assume, up until this moment. You know, maybe the intergalactic television didn't help anything.
Probably not.
All right.
Or going to a Black Sun event. And
I mean, it could have been another Nautilin that had a Cockney accent, and sure. All right. So is there another tracking device on this ship that I can find, or should I try to be able to find?
You'd have to make a computers check on that one.
Well, I'll try it.
All right. It's a red and 2 purples. Is that what we were doing? Yeah,
that
red
was what
and 2
he was
purple.
doing earlier, yeah.
So I'm sure computers is your strength.
2 successes and 3 threats.
Okay. The ship is broadcasting a hidden code hidden signal out. It looks like you can tell when Corral tried to wipe the memory that there's a sub-program that is now sending out a signal.
No, this is bad. I should probably leave them.
Okay, so we pan back over to Corral and Tazi about the time when A1 rolls up. Got the 40,000.
All right, deposit it in the ship's coffers, and we'll get ready to leave planet. I just got to meet with this guy down here.
Oh, okay. And A1 rolls onto the ship, and
About the same time, Corral had just finished replacing the glass in the cockpit.
okay, all right. About that time, Braxis Kessler walks up. Well, you assume. Here's a Rodian, well dressed. He's got a nice big blaster on his side. I mean, very bright colors. He walks up.
Are you TAZI?
I would be. I assume you're Braxis.
I am Braxis Kessler. What can I do for you?
So as this conversation is beginning to happen, KAIO walks up behind him with his gun drawn.
He doesn't seem to notice.
So KAIO walks directly up to him and presses the muzzle of Big Bertha to the small of his back.
He puts his hands up.
Hey, what's going on?
That's a good question.
I was asked to come here, and
Judging by how you just failed that test, I'll just ask you to leave. Thanks though for your time, and here's 200 credits for the walk.
Okay.
And he takes the money and backs up with his hands up, looking right at the big gun.
KO, you can let him go.
All right.
Corral walks down the ramp, having watched all this. What just happened?
KO just proved that this guy was not the person we should be putting on the job to find my father.
Oh, he had a really good ad. I mean,
Yeah, he had a good ad, and he looked real sharp and real nice and everything, but KO basically just walked up behind him, put a blaster in his back, and guy didn't even notice.
okay.
I want somebody a little more aware of their surroundings than that guy.
Well, we could talk to people we already know on RODIA and get a referral.
That's probably a good idea.
KAIO doesn't really say anything and just kind of walks by and goes up onto the ship.
Thanks, KO.
No problem.
Pull out my comm, and I'm going to do a quick call to Ayla Sakura.
She doesn't answer right now.
All right,
She's not answering, so I
hate to do this, but we only know like one other guy on planet here, and
isn't he trying to get off planet right now?
he's trying to get us off planet.
Oh, well, I meant the other bounty hunter.
Yeah, no, he's
probably gone.
We're
by
trying
now.
to get him off planet, and I'm not trying to put him in more danger. All right, let's
Captain Avon.
I'm gonna call Captain Avon.
Oh, let me stand out of sight of the pickup.
That's fine. So I key in the code for the security forces.
You grab your comm, and just as you do, it beeps. And it's A1.
Yeah, buddy.
I got a call for you. I'm gonna route it to your comm.
Oh, who is it?
It's your dad.
Oh, yeah, route it through.
He routes it straight to your comm, and you hear...
No more hurt. Me for leg. You free.
And then he hangs up.
Me for leg.
What?
A1, can you trace that at all?
I can try.
Give it a whirl.
What was that?
It was my dad. He said, no more hurt. You free. Me for leg. I think that means he's on the run.
No. Remember,
Me for leg?
The no hurt thing. He did that in your dream.
No, I
and then
know that.
afterwards,
I know that.
he's trying not to hurt you. I think that's what that means. But
Me for leg?
I think I know what this is going on. Remember when we were on Kashyyyk and when we put that leg on feet? They're after that leg.
Oh yeah, that bounty hunter or that guy.
The big guy. Yeah. They're after that
the
leg.
I don't...
Oh, I wonder if the leg was from the guy that...
Yeah, and
guy
KAIO's in
that's
trouble.
after KAIO.
And KAIO's in trouble because he put the leg on.
Oh my god.
A1 interjects.
I can't trace the ship, but on my end, I could see your dad, and Hicksa's with him. So I think.
Okay. Well.
Whatever your dad did, he made a deal with Hicksa, and maybe we don't have to worry about Hicksa anymore.
Yeah, but now we got to worry about my dad again.
He's with
Well,
Hicksa.
I mean, if we go get...
He's with the guy that's trying to get KO.
Yeah, and they just jumped to hyperspace, and I couldn't track it.
And they'll trade us your dad for the leg.
Or his dad traded himself for the leg.
No. The leg is... We had the leg... Remember back on Kashyyyk when KAIO put the leg on feet?
KO installed the leg.
Yeah, you were there. Because KAIO was pretty drunk at that point.
Hold on.
A1 turns it off. He rolls over to KAIO. I think we should go outside, because that leg you put on that gank, that's what they want.
That's not what they want, A1.
It's not?
No, that's not what they want.
Okay. Well, that's what Corral and Tazi think. So
That's good, though. No, we should keep it at that, though. Yeah.
So we should lie.
Yes.
Wait.
This is a time we're
creatively distract them from the truth.
Correct, yes. You're going to use all of your ability to creatively distract them from knowing the correct answer, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Got it. What's the correct answer? Well, I have to not tell them, so I have to know. So
So if you don't know, you'll be fine.
But what if I accidentally tell them stuff that would lead them to the right answer?
You couldn't. I don't think you know any of that.
Okay. All right.
Unless somehow you have some kind of weird, super convoluted
4C powers.
way of being connected to the Black Sun, but I suppose it's possible.
I don't like them.
That's good. That's good. Neither do I.
All right.
Neither do I.
So let's go out and creatively distract the other two.
Sounds great.
And KO and A1 come walking down the...
If A1 could whistle, he'd be whistling.
He's like got his hand out waving.
Okay, so where would they? The last we knew, they were going to go talk to Rafe and Tassar to go to, and probably are deeper in separatist space.
I mean, that's if we're on the right track here. KO, are they after that leg?
It could be, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I think KO should have to roll deception.
What's it against?
Red and 3 purples.
Say whatever they're...
1 red and 2 purple for me.
I should really become a better liar. A wash and 2 threats.
All right.
So
you guys can tell he's
You
not
can tell that I'm not being truthful, but at the same time,
I have
it's
no
not.
idea what the truth is.
Right.
I just know you're not telling me the truth.
And one of the threats is A1 had popped his hand up and it's on your back again. Which just makes you a little uncomfortable.
Seriously, right now.
Okay, so the leg is not what they're after.
Feet's leg is not what they're after.
I didn't say that.
You did
didn't
not
have to.
say that.
Not
So
sure.
I'm going to give you a little bit of a tip. When you are not telling me the truth, you should make sure that the tentacles on the right side of your head aren't waving a little bit. It's kind of a tell.
Well, that's good to know. I guess I can make it easier for me to lie later.
So how do we know when Corell's lying?
She's always lying?
That's not true.
I know, I'm just kidding.
See, I knew because you're
When Corell has to lie, she starts getting really upset. Slamming doors.
Yes, I'm really happy with you right now.
Wait, she's going to slam something. Hold on.
She can't slam the ramp, so...
Oh, that's fair.
A1,
A1 jumps behind KO. You're not slamming me.
what's going on?
We're talking.
What isn't he telling us?
I don't know.
He tells you everything. It's some weird...
We have to go to Lost Bane.
What's on Lost Bane now?
Does KO actually look at A1 and mouth? Lost Bane.
Yes, he does.
Okay, I want to do... That's going to call... I'm going to call for a deception check there.
Lost Bane.
On me? Okay.
Yes, yeah,
I'll
you.
make one.
Black die because of KO, though.
On the plus side, A1 doesn't have many physical tells. When he lies, he does let a little bit of hydraulic fluid go.
Nope. 2 failures and 2 threats.
Yeah, A1 leaks hydraulic fluid.
Do you not know what he's not telling us?
Yes. No. Lost Bane.
All right. Everybody on the ship, we got to have a discussion.
Let's
Go up the ramp. Let's go.
Corell heads into the dining area.
KO kind of throws his hands up in the air and then walks up the ramp as well.
A1, come on, let's go.
A1 rolls right up next to TAZI and pops his hand out just enough. He puts it in your hand and just holds on to it like a little kid.
TAZI holds the hand for a second and then kind of shakes it free and says, "Get up there."
Zips up there really quick. Kind of brushes past KO to get there.
TAZI will walk in behind everybody. We'll take some seats. Everybody sit down for a second. We have something we have to discuss before we leave RODIA for hopefully the last time.
We should have had an intervention.
Hey,
I'm just saying.
All right, so the Black Sun attacked our ship. Yep. The Black Sun called you out specifically.
Yep.
So what's the story?
The Black Sun wants me? I don't know.
Why?
Because they're the Black Sun and I paid money to a Black Sun member. I apparently have money, I guess.
So you're in debt to the Black Sun?
I don't think so. I just think they think I'm an easy mark. I already paid money to...
They wouldn't send a bounty hunter to get you unless they...
I don't know.
They have easier ways to press you for money than to send something to physically bring you back.
I mean, that's not necessarily true. I mean...
They could slice your account for credits if they wanted them.
If I kept them in, places where they could get them.
I'm just saying.
Well, I can show you how to do that.
Stop it.
No, that's fine.
Look.
A1.
What? All right.
Come on, KO.
What?
Just be honest. Be straightforward. You know why they're coming after you. You gotta have some idea.
I mean, maybe
They've got Tazi's father.
I know. I don't know why they have Tazi's father. It seems weird.
Well, what's this about the leg?
I don't know. Could have been... I mean, I've done a lot of things in my life. Could have been
All of them are leg related?
Actually, a lot of them are leg related. Actually,
But that's what medics do.
there's lots of
Then
dying.
A1 quickly looks back over to KO.
Yeah, no, that was good. That was good. I mean, it could have been some sort of medic thing gone wrong. I don't know.
Look, if you're okay with my dad giving himself to the Black Sun to somehow free us of your debt, I mean, I guess that's on your way.
Debt, TAZI, okay? I did get away, and then I decided to help you and get your ship back, and of course that means I get put on intergalactic news, which then leads me to have to deal with everything over again. But, no, it's okay. It's a debt.
So you're with a group of individuals that can actually maybe help you with this. So
I don't know if that's really a thing you can help with. The me being dead part worked out really well. The me being alive part, now they have people coming after me again.
well, why were they coming after you in the first place?
Like I said, could have been medically related. Like medic. Like I'm a medic. I do things. I help people. Sometimes I don't help them correctly.
So you saved the right person.
I saved
The wrong
person. Yeah.
Oh. Tazi's visibly frustrated at this point. And
The less you know, the less you're going to be in trouble. I mean, I'm going to try to get your dad back, but I can't.
look, at the end of the day, KO, we're already in trouble. You can't make it worse for me with the Black Sun at this point.
No, I can.
No, the Black Sun already dislikes us because we paid off. In finger quotes, paid off someone else's debt. We broke up their fighting ring.
Stole their speeder.
Shot a ship out of the air for a guy that was contracted to them. I mean, I'm fairly sure we're in deep enough as we can be.
And we stole their drugs. And
We stole their drugs.
Well, we gave it to Captain Avon, but
Give it to
yeah.
Captain
Oh, was that theirs too?
That was theirs too. Yeah.
And that
Yeah,
wait,
that was
was
theirs.
the
Black Sun.
Domino also a Black Sun ship?
It might be. I don't actually
They were
know.
trading slaves.
I mean,
So yes, they're
Yeah,
probably very
so
pissed at
nothing
us.
nothing you add to this story is going to incriminate us any more than the Black Sun already finds us incriminating.
But
No,
the more,
right now you're at like lieutenant dealing with levels, like a couple of bad people, sector. I'm kind of like all of Black Sun want me dead level.
and you're on our ship.
Right, I can just leave.
And we have the Jedi on our side.
nope.
Right.
We
What?
have a Jedi on our side.
Yeah, we have a few Jedi on our side. I haven't called all of mine yet, but
So regardless.
How many Jedi do you have?
So
don't worry about it. It's fine.
I can't believe you're making me do this again, but I'm going to say the same thing to you that I had to say to Corell before, which is that we are all here together. You guys have risked enough to help me and try and get all these things sorted out with me. The very least we can do is to try and help you with the same. And regardless of what you think, how much danger you think we're in, I think we're pretty much aware of what the Black Sun can and can't do and what that means. And we're still willing to help. So take the help.
I would also point out that on a scale of 1 to in trouble, he shot Count Dooku. We're kind of acquainted with trouble right
He's
now.
got 2 thumbs and shot Count Dooku. This guy.
He did.
So we are currently wanted fugitives from the Separatists.
Yeah, I'm really trying to not make it so that you guys are wanted everywhere.
I appreciate your effort, but I'd much rather help you out of whatever trouble you are in than see you walk off the ship and not know what happened to you.
Your problems are our problems.
Did Tazi's father trading? Does that make it good? Like, are we done with that?
No, it won't do anything. All it really is, it's a tactic by the Black Sun. They give us what we think we want, and then they just take everything instead. So
they're gonna just keep taking.
yeah, no, that's literally what they do. Yeah.
So you have to die again.
Yes.
Sort of. Not for real.
No. Well, I mean,
Don't give him ideas.
So what if we so we have to fake your death again?
I don't know if they fall for it a second time.
What if we
Who in the Black Sun do you owe your debt to? Or who thinks you owe them a debt?
Do you know the name Prince Shizor?
Did you save one of his competition or something? Like, what's the...
No, so
give me the skinny.
Well,
Let me
one of his, I think it is a nephew, might have been cousin, I don't know, is named Shad. He hurt himself on one of the missions for the Black Sun, for Prince Shizor. And at the time, I was doing work for Prince Shizor, doing medic work and just helping out people.
You worked for the Black Sun.
Yeah. So, doing things, and then he came, and this wound was extremely bad, and he needed a replacement to his leg, but he wouldn't allow me to do cybernetic implants. So I tried to just fix it. That didn't work out. obviously.
Is he dead?
No, he just doesn't walk at all, really.
You paralyzed him?
Yeah.
Redemption is played using the Star Wars role-playing game system by Fantasy Flight Games and Lucas Books. If you enjoy Redemption, please reach out to us on social media. Our Facebook and Twitter pages can be found at Redemption Pod, and we have our website as well, redemptionpodcast.com. Please look for us on Instagram as well. We recently started an account with Redemption Podcast. Review the show for us on iTunes, Stitcher, or other podcasting applications you may use. This does help people locate the podcast, and it does spread the word for us so more people can hear our thrilling story. If you're enjoying the story that Redemption tells and would like to offer us some support, we do have a Patreon page at patreon.com/redemption. All funds collected from the page are used to help us upgrade our equipment and make sure we're telling the best story we can with the best quality equipment that we can. Thank you very much.